Knock knock, who's there? Me, with the Formula 1 news. Now stop messing around and let's get to this. First up, time for Ferrari to shine. If Bahrain proved anything, it was that Red Bull are the team to beat, much like a young Mike Tyson. But it also proved that Ferrari were not Riddick Bowe or Evander Holyfield. But if boxing teaches you anything, it is that it's not over till the fat lady sings, or, well, until some old guy rings the bell at the very least. So, with that said, now is Ferrari's time to stand up and be counted, not lay down and be counted. As Red Bull's true challenger as we approach the Saudi Arabian GP. Why though would anyone have any hope of the little horsies getting it right this time around? Well, an article on Planet F1 told me so. So there, put that in your coffee and drink it. Now what did the article say? Well, here goes. They said Ferrari looked worse than they are in Bahrain because of higher tyre wear at the Bahrain GP, due to the composition of the tarmac, the layout of the track and some other things, which, if you didn't know, seems to be an especially bad weakness of the Ferrari SF23, and tyre wear should be less of an issue at the Saudi layout. Is this pure fan fiction or true? Dude, I'm merely a fan telling you about something I read. How in the name of all that's good and pure should I truly know? I may like boxing, but I am not related to Tyson Fury or any other gypsies, fortune telling or otherwise. I do, however, expect Ferrari to be closer to Red Bull this time round, and I am also hoping for some Mercedes versus Aston Martin duels as the race gets going. Charles-Leclerc has, however, told Ferrari to sort out their really rubbish strategic decision making, saying to the Beyond the Grid podcast, and I quote, "I'm really vocal within the team of what I want, and I think this is the right approach. So this I won't change because I don't care what people really think. In terms of being more vocal when I'm in the car and taking more in hand the decision, I don't think this is the way forward, because people don't understand how little information we have in the car about the whole situation during a race. I strongly believe that if we get better as a team, and when I say as a team, it's everybody involved speaking about our strategy, looking at the strategy, this is when we will be the best all together." End quote, and completely agree with Mr. Charles-Leclerc. Mclaren expecting points in Jeddah. Well, speaking of fairy tales, after destroying what little hope us long-suffering papaya fans had last time round, McLaren are hoping and praying and hopefully working towards points in Saudi Arabia. How? Anyone who saw the last race may ask, are they planning to do this? Well, team boss Andrea Stella has enough hope for all of us, being quoted as saying, and I quote, "The team head to Saudi with renewed mindset and determination to get back into the points, which was possible in Bahrain without reliability issues. There has been a lot of analysis at McLaren and HPP over the past week to ensure problems are resolved. We know we've got to work to do, but the team in Woking are trackside and fully focused on developments and ready to go again in Saudi." End quote. Lando and Piastri also spouted similar things, but I'm not convinced. I am, however, hoping for purple dinosaurs and flying unicorns to emerge from Zak Brown's office with all the answers to my beloved McLaren's many problems. Hopefully McLaren get into something like decent pace in Jeddah. I don't think my wife can handle another instance of me biting through my TV remote and challenging my completely surprised, slightly drunken neighbor to a fist fight because my team sucked in another race. Headlines: Williams hire new COO. Or coup, if you read the headline wrong. Frederic Brousseau joins them as Chief Operating Officer after a long career in aerospace, last being Vice President of Operations at Pratt & Whitney, which also has fast engines and aerodynamics, so it's kind of the same thing, it's only in the air, not on the ground. Button wants to be Tom Cruise. Perez looks like him, now Button wants to be him. Well, not really, I'm lying. But Button has signed a short-term contract to race in NASCAR for 3 races, saying that the Tom Cruise film Days of Thunder made him a NASCAR fan, and now he was living out that dream. And he may stay for longer than 3 races. Good for you, lad, I've always liked you. Red Bull selling sims. From 75,000 to 100,000 British pounds laying around? Well, you, sir, can afford to buy one of Red Bull's new racing simulators. They're not cheap, but they're pretty cool. They're really not cheap. But yeah, if you've got that kind of dosh laying around, guess you can buy it. Now on that depressing note, for those of you who don't have £100,000 laying around, that's like 100,000 billion rands in South African currency, here's some memes to make you laugh. Unless you're not Mclaren fans, then you're just going to be laughing at us probably this weekend, aren't you? Don't be mean. We're one of the oldest teams around. Don't be like that. We'll be back. We'll get fast again. And we're still cool. I don't care what you say. We had Senna, we had Prost, we had Hakkinen. But I digress. Enjoy the video. I hope you did in any case. Press the sub button, please. Press the little belly thing next to it. And come back again, we've got new stuff weekly. God bless and I hope you have a great race this weekend. Goodbye.